In this video, I'll be showing you how to make your very own AI e-commerce assistant capable of recommending products and customer support. For this build, we're going to be using Voiceflow, Make.com, and Airtable. The key features of this assistant are it's capable of providing product recommendations based on whatever the user asks, provide customer support using its knowledge base, and also lodge support tickets via email. Before I do a walkthrough of how this all works, let's see the assistant in action. All right, let's have a look at a demo of how this assistant works. So to start off with, I'm going to ask it for a product recommendation. So I want to buy a new jacket. So now it's going to ask me if I want to have a look in the men's or the women's section. So I want to start off by looking at the men's section. Now it's going to go through the database and have a look at what jackets are available and are suitable based on what I've asked it. So it's given me a few options here, as you can see. Now I'm going to ask it a bit of a different question. I'm going to ask it, I want to buy a new jacket for my mum. Here you can see I've made a spelling mistake, but the assistant is smart enough to understand that I'm asking it to browse the women's section. And as you can see here, it's given me a few suggestions for clothing from the women's section based on what I've asked it. So now I'm going to ask it about its shipping times. What are your normal shipping times? So this is a question that it's going to ask and that it's going to answer, having a look through its database. And this is information that we've inputted into the knowledge base. And finally, I'm going to ask it a question which I know it cannot answer, just to show that you can actually use the system to get tickets straight to your email. So I'm going to ask, do you offer any student discounts? It's having a think about this. And now it said, it can't actually answer that question. So yes, I do want to request some support from the team. I'm going to put my name in and I'm going to put an email address. And now with that, it's going to fire off my question to the support team. So now if we switch over to my emails, you can see right here, this is the new ticket that's been sent straight to the email. It's got my name, it's got my email, and it's got my query as well. All right, now let's hop into Voiceflow and have a look at the flow of the assistant. So for this one, we've got 3 main conversation flows that I'll be covering. Let's have a look at the first one. So this is the main conversation loop. This is where the assistant will ask you how it can help, and it will capture the user's reply. And then it will go into this response AI block, which it will use its knowledge base to answer any questions. So for this assistant, we've got a knowledge base, which is made up of 2 data sources. These are just text inputs that I've given the bot. And this comprises of frequently asked questions and also the policy of the e-commerce company in terms of, the shipping policies, returns, refund policies, and that sort of stuff. So if the questions asked by your users are within that knowledge base, the bot will answer that. If those questions cannot be answered, then it will go down to this not found option, and it will go down to the support ticket flow. So if we scroll down here, this is where the support ticket flow starts. The assistant recognizes that it can't actually answer a question. And if you'd like to log a ticket, you can respond yes or no. If we say yes, then it will ask you for your email address and your name. Then it will capture that name and email address. The assistant takes all that information and uses a webhook from Make and sends all that information. So that's the name, the unanswered question, and the email. And after that, we just get a response saying, thanks for your question, and the support team will get back with the query. Once this webhook executes successfully, this will send off the name, the email, and the unanswered question to Make. And through using Make, that will send an email to the inbox. And I'll be covering that Make flow shortly in this video. So that's the raise support ticket flow. Now, if the user asks for a recommendation for a product, that's where we've got this product recommendation intent. So now we've trained this intent using a bunch of examples and questions that the user may ask. So I just wanted to quickly cover that. So if we use that, we've added a few utterances to this. Just to give a quick example of what an utterance is, it's just phrases that a user might use to indicate what they want. So because this is a clothing store, users may ask different phrases or questions in terms of how they're looking to buy. So I've just got a few here. In the market to get some new jeans. I want to buy a new swimsuit for vacation. These are sort of the questions or the phrases that users may ask. So once the assistant understands the utterance made by the user, it will kick off this product recommendation intent. So here we just start off by saving the user's question to the product recommendation variable. Then we go into the set AI block, which checks if there's a mention of the user wanting to search the men's or the women's section. Then we've just got to check here to see if there is a mention of a men or a women's section based off that set AI block. If there isn't, then we go down this top pathway where the assistant will ask the user again if they'd like to browse the women's section. And this bottom one is where the user has specified which exact section that they want to browse. So then we just set the men's or the women's section to the variable here. Then we go into this Airtable query search. This is where we're taking the user's recommendation request and converting that into an Airtable query, which we'll be using to search the database. So the next block is just looking at the output of that set AI block. If the response is no valid query, then we will just output that this product doesn't exist or we don't have that product. Otherwise, if it's all working well, we go to the API call. So this is where we're taking that Airtable query that we've constructed and sending it to our Airtable API. And if we get a response back, then we get all of the product. We get all of the product information. So that's the name, the description, the image, and then we've just got a block here to just do a quick count of how many products are actually coming back, and then we dynamically populate the carousels just based on the results. So as you can see here, we get back the name, we get the price, we get the product description, and we get the image as well. And then that's displayed here based on the amount of responses received. Now let's have a look at how the Airtable database is set up from where we're pulling all of these products from. Hop into Airtable now. Just want to give a quick explanation of how this works. So this is the database that we're pulling up products from. As you can see, you've got the name of the product, a short description, and we've got specific tags here for each product. So the way we've got this one set up is you've got the gender tag, what category that clothing sits under, and the occasion as well. So as you saw in the example, we were able to specify which section we want to browse, what's the category of the clothing, and you can also add what sort of occasion that you're looking for. And based on that, the assistant is smart enough to then go through this list and pick out the right products according to your needs. Let's have a look at the make flow that we're using to send the support ticket email. So here, we've just got a webhook that we've created, and this goes straight into Voiceflow as you saw before. And that's connected to this send email block. So all this is doing is it's got my email here. We've just made a subject, and it's got a little template here, in which we're using the customer's full name, their email, and the unanswered question. And using this, it logs an email support ticket straight into your inbox. And there you have it, a fully automated AI assistant ready to help your customers on their shopping journey. If you'd like to have solutions like this built out for your business, feel free to reach out to us using the link in the description below. Feel free to comment on topics you'd like to see more videos on. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos on AI content like this. Thank you, and see you in the next video.